It is round number 3. Just for starters, a couple of new kids on the block, featuring Emanuel Burton in the blue from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 20-year-old who's 6-2, and 19-year-old Billy Cunningham from the Champs neck of the woods. Oklahoma City has won all 3 of his pro fights, 2 by knockout. And Sean, those 2 knockouts have come late in the fight in the 4th round, and they have all been very colorful. And he takes a colorful right, and Burton very quickly turns around.
Yeah, Burton
that left.
Burton came out this round with more intent, more punches from him, harder, faster, starting off from the body and then working up to the head. Coddington now smiling. Coddington a little upset with himself, getting hit with these shots. There is a slapping right hand. You know, he calls that a right hook, that right that he's throwing. Coddington, there is no such thing as really a right hook for a right-handed fighter, but he turns it over into a hook. It's supposed to be a right cross. He turns it into a right hook. That's his favorite punch.
If he doesn't know the difference between a hook and a cross, I need to go fishing. Halfway through round number 3. And more of a slap inside there by Coddington.
And if you're Burton, you just don't want to get him crossed.
Good matchup to start us off here tonight. Wayne McCullough in the main event this evening. One of the most exciting fighters in the game today.
Oh, good combination for both fighters. Burton, tough.
Coddington weighing in at 137, which is actually in the junior welterweight limit, and Burton at 133, which is actually in the lightweight limit. Right there on the line of scrimmage.
Good jab. Stiff, hard jab like that can control a fight. Emanuel Burton turned it in. Coddington trying to measure his opponent, put him out there on the end of that right hand. Coddington slaps a lot with that right hand. It could be because he has trouble with his right hand.
15 seconds left in the 3rd.
Yeah, putting the pressure this round has been Burton. Emanuel Burton came out with more intent this round. That 2nd round was Coddington, but Burton came back.
It's the 4th and final round. A 19-year-old versus a 20-year-old. And this is airtight going into the final round. Billy Coddington undefeated in his first 3 pro fights. And the last 2 he has come up with 4th round TKOs. But Emanuel Burton feels he's a little fresher going into the 4th round. Burton at 6-2 has more experience. He debuted as a pro with a 6-round fight. And he has gone 6 or more on 6 occasions, including an 8-rounder. So he feels he is fresher. He wants to be fast and sharp with everything here in the 4th round. Very close, and it appears as if the winner of this round very likely will win the fight.
Yeah, very close fight. It has been nip and tuck throughout. The first 2 rounds, I thought Coddington may be a little bit of an edge, but that 3rd round, Emanuel Burton came back strong, and there he's landed strong early in the first part of this round. Burton said between rounds as he sat on his stool, I'm in great shape. I'm going to go out there and go after him.
But keep in mind, Coddington, his last couple of fights, has come up with the spectacular in knockouts in the 4th round.
Coddington, a lot of power. 2 good-looking prospects. Emanuel Burton, tough, strong, durable, good power. He says, I get the men hurt, but I just can't knock them out. He only has 1 KO in his 6 wins.
And that came against previously unbeaten Barry Henry, who is a local hero in these parts.
Yeah, he said sometimes he gets discouraged over that, but he just tries to focus on the business at hand. The business at hand for him is Billy Coddington. Coddington now putting the pressure on. You control a fight with power.
Although Coddington running into a shot from Burton. They don't want him on the ropes. There's the time remaining in the fight.
Good 1-2, basic boxing from Coddington. Single shots from Billy. Final seconds of the fourth round. You got to give it everything you have here, especially in a real close fight like this. Final 30 seconds, you got to try to rally, score, and win the round. And in many of these short fights, win the fight.
Well, they know there's 10 seconds to go with the pounding on the canvas, and the tempo is up. Great exchange here in the closing seconds. And that ends it. Ends with a bang. Coddington appeared to possibly be cut on that last exchange.
Well, he lost his mouthpiece, and it's easier to get cut when you lose your mouthpiece. The cut, of course, up around his eye.
Who won this fight? We'll find out when we return. USA's Tuesday Night Fights. Picked it up as if the last 10 seconds would decide the fight. Who got the better of it?
Well, I think Coddington was moving in, but it was Burton who was scoring on the inside. These punches from Coddington were missing.
A furious finish to this four-rounder, and now we are ready for the decision. And let's go up to Mark Buto.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the decision of the three judges at ringside. Judge Martin Casino scores it 39-37 Burton. Judge Johnny Femia scores it 38-38, a draw. Judge Terry Wood scores it 38-38. We have a majority draw. A majority draw.
The crowd disapproves. Look at the face of Burton. He thought he won it, and I would suggest just, even though this is just four starters, let's call it just 5 starters and have another round. I don't think there'd be any objections from any of the fighters in the ring. So they slug it out. Coddington able to remain unbeaten with 3 wins and a draw. He looks a little dazed. Both these fighters seem to be upset at the decision. And Emanuel Burton walks out. And perhaps that flurry at the end, well, actually had nothing to do with the outcome. It was Coddington who might have saved it, getting the 38-38 on the 2 cards. So Burton seems to be dazed. He's distraught. He thought he had pulled off the victory.